Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you 3 cool do-it-yourself projects you can make from a washing machine drum. Enjoy watching! For the first do-it-yourself project, take the drum, place it on the ground and use a shovel to mark around it. The marking should be about 10 centimeters wider. Now according to this marking, you need to dig a hole as deep as the drum. After digging the hole, we put the drum in. Next, you'll need clay. Gather it into a bucket and then pour water over it. Once the clay becomes liquid, pour it around the drum. After pouring the clay, let it dry fully. After drying, the clay became hard as a rock. Now you can cover it with soil on top. To be continued. We tamp everything down and the do-it-yourself project is done. Off camera, I made a lid with a handle that will cover the drum. Now let's move on to testing the do-it-yourself project. We open the lid and light a fire inside the drum. We wait for the wood to burn down to embers and meanwhile wrap the chicken in foil. All the wood has burned down. Now we put the chicken in there and close the lid. After about 40 minutes, we open it up and see what we've got. The chicken is ready. If you enjoyed it, please like. Now let's start the second do-it-yourself project. First of all, you need to drill out 3 rivets along the edges to remove the bracket that the drum was rotating on. With a hammer and screwdriver, we remove the washers from the rivets. By the way, don't throw away the washers. They'll come in handy for our do-it-yourself project. Remove the bracket, then use an angle grinder to cut the drum's bottom. This part of the drum is exactly what we need for our do-it-yourself project. Now clean it using a wire brush and sandpaper. After cleaning, everything needs to be removed carefully. Now you'll need 3 bolts, each 25 centimeters long. They need to be screwed to the bottom of the drum. This is where the washers we knocked off at the beginning come in handy. The bolts are 10 millimeters in diameter. After tightening the nut well, we repeat the same steps with 2 more bolts. This is what it should look like. By now many of you probably know what this homemade device is. Let's light the fire and start testing it. As you can see, this is a small frying pan, or as it's properly called, a sage, which you can use to cook food over a campfire. The advantage of this frying pan is that it won't rust since it's made of stainless steel. It's also very lightweight, so you can take it with you on a hike. This homemade device works great and it's not hard to make, so if you have a washing machine drum you can try it yourself. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Next, let's discuss the third homemade project. We're creating a third homemade project using the same drum as before. We remove its second edge and then mark the middle part of it. Next, according to the markings, we continue cutting the drum. Here's how it should open, and now it must be split into 3 parts. You should end up with 3 sheets with holes and 3 pieces that used to be the drum blades. These are the parts we need for the do-it-yourself project. Using a hammer, we straighten the sheet with holes. Now we take the template and use it to mark the sheet. From the drum, you should get a triangle with sides measuring 2 by 24 and 1 by 34. Using metal shears, we cut out this triangle. With a wire brush, we clean it from dirt and mark the edges, stepping back 1.5 centimeters. The triangle should be bent along the edges as marked. I do this using a homemade device made from pieces of chipboard. One side is done, now during the day the other two. Here's the part I got. Now it needs to be sanded with sandpaper. After sanding, we add a special paste and polish the part. That's how it turned out, and we need to make 3 of these triangles. Previously there were 3 sheets with holes in the drum. Next, we take the parts that used to be the drum blades. We straighten it by hand and then use a hammer to make the sheet flat. We need to cut a 2.5 cm wide strip from this sheet. Along the edges of the strip, you need to mark 5 mm in from each side, then use pliers to bend the edges. Then flatten everything with a hammer. From one edge of the strip, step back 1.5 cm and cut off half of it, then drill holes along the edges. Sand everything, then polish. Here is the strip we got. You need to make 8 of these. Now let's start the final assembly of our homemade project. I'm fastening all the parts together using stainless steel rivets. It's easy. Just attach a 1.5 cm wide strip to the triangle edges. By the way, the notch on one edge of the strip was made so that they could be joined facing each other. The do-it-yourself project is done. As you can see, it turned out to be a corner shelf. You can hang this kind of shelf in the bathroom or in any other place where there is high humidity. It is made of high-quality stainless steel, which is designed for harsh environments. The shelf turned out really cool, and it's not hard to make if you have a drum from an old washing machine. Such a shelf won't rust, unlike store-bought shelves that are made of black metal and then coated with chrome. Who liked these do-it-yourself projects? Give this video a like, leave a comment and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Goodbye everyone.